I'm back down in the barn finishing up night chores, and it is actually staying daylight a little longer. It's going on 6 o'clock, I'm pretty sure. But I wanted to tell you a little bit of something I showed you on the icy morning of putting what we call the cigar of the round bale out for the sheep to eat, which is the center. What's so tightly wrapped it's hard to peel, to pitchfork off. And if you remember too from previous videos or photos, this is normally the part of the barn where the round bale would set when I'm forking it off into the feeders. And it's gone now, so my son-in-law and grandson will come and drop a bale down for me to feed. But before they do, probably tomorrow morning, I will open up some gates and swing across and let the sheep come and eat the chaff, the loose stuff that came off of the round bale that's here on the floor. Now this is clean floor. There hasn't been any animals running on it, so it's not muddy, it's dry, hard pack. And so they can come in here and clean that up. That's actually their favorite stuff, and I'll let them clean that up before the guys come and put the round bale down. And I wanted to say too that if you already have a farm, or if you're looking at a farm, if you have room for it, anytime you have a chance to pick up extra gates or feeders, of course, but gates or panels, do it if you've got a place to store them. Even if you think you're not going to use them, you're always going to need more. And that's something that we've done. I've got a stash of them, different places. They're getting to be as expensive. Sometimes used ones are as expensive as new ones. But I wanted to give you a little close-up, I think the light will be all right, of these gates. My husband and I bought these from a friend who was going out of the sheep business, retiring from the sheep business. We bought them quite a few years ago. He'd had them quite a few years. He actually made them, welded them, when he was out working in oil fields. And I don't know if I can show it very well. They have, here's one that's connected. It's a little, almost like a pin, and that's welded on. And then there's this drop-in section. And these are at each end. It either has a pin at an end or the drop-in section. Here's one that they aren't actually hooked together because the spacing wasn't just right. So the drop-in pin and the spot where it goes. And these have been invaluable over the years. They can be made into lambing jugs. They can be dividers like this. They're heavy. That's one bad thing. They're heavy to move. If you should happen to drop one over on a chicken or a lamb, you can have problems. Ask me how I know. And there are two of them that have gates built into them that swing back and forth. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And I even have them on the back side of the feeder here just to keep the hay from pushing out. Now look at these two fools trying to squeeze their heads through or stand on the feeder to eat over the edge when there's plenty of room over here at the other feeders. But anyway, that's livestock for you, right? So I just thought I'd tell you that. We don't like to waste a thing on the farm if we can help it. And so all those goodies right there, the sheep will love, and they'll come in and clean it up. And then I won't have to. We did manage to pick up 15 square bales of good green hay this past weekend. My daughter and I went and got. We bought it from a viewer here that watches here. I won't say who in case she doesn't want people bombarding her looking for hay. But we were able to go get it, just 15 bales, but we were glad to have it. Hay is pretty precious still right now. So I have a little bit of that to tide me over. And that's what we've been doing, just picking up a few bales here and there when we can, just to add to what we already have. Okay, I'm going to go fill the water buckets and go up, get my husband ready for bed. How about you? If you have a farm or farmstead, do you hide away gates and fences and boards? I'm terrible about it, but then you always can go and find one when you need it. Of course, it's never exactly the right size, but at least you can go and get it. And always, always have a stash of binder twine on hand.